and that will be a classic example how they can join and face the whole world. You see, so we are the big brother. Let it be clear. We are the big brother, and as a big brother, we would like to exercise our right on you. We are generous. We want to be generous with you. We during the floods, हमने 25 million कुछ हमने दिया था पाकिस्तान को, but they refused because they said हमें भीख में नहीं चाहिए. You see, that is the kind of audacity. We did not. We wanted to give it to the poor brothers of ours, even though not that we are rich, but we want to help. You see, but you gave a, आपने बड़ा कर दिया, हमें नहीं चाहिए. So you see, this is a hand that, the hand of peace, that we would like to take it forward. We are the land of Akbar. You see, we are the land of Aurangzeb. But, let us try to become the Akbar and not try to become the Aurangzeb. Right. You see, and you are trying to be the Aurangzeb there, and we are trying to be the Akbar here.
Could you elaborate a little more? और थोड़ा कुछ कह सकते हैं आप अकबर और औरंगजेब?
देखिए ये जो हमारा मुगल जो हमारा मुगल राज था, मुगल एम्पायर था, we were 300 years we were here. Well, the important ones were, I think, the Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, the important ones, out of which I'm going to elaborate on. It was the same Islam that was followed by all the people from the Mughal Empire, but they all believed in different things. You see? So the one who believed in harmony, peace, took India to the great level. It was Akbar. During the Akbar's reign, we had the most prosperity and progress of this country. It was during his reign that we had that. I think it was precisely from 1556 to 1605 when Akbar ruled. You see, India was at its peak. You see, what he did, he got in touch with all the religions. He tried to be with everyone. He was with Christians, he was with Jews, he was with Hindus, he was with Rajputs. He believed that अगर उनको यहाँ पर इस देश को आबाद करना है, इंडिया को, हिंदुस्तान को प्रॉस्परस बनाना है, तो ही न्यू कि भाई मुझे यहाँ के जो मेजॉरिटी लोग हैं इनके साथ रहना है, इनके साथ मिलकर काम करना है, जो भी है जैसा भी है इनके साथ रहना है, इनके साथ जीना है और इनके साथ मरना है. So that was his ideology, and he was the one who encouraged people from other religions to be his partners, to be with him, and he would have discussions with them, very intensive discussions about religion, and trying to see how religions could be together. And then it was quite a peaceful thing, and India really prospered because he did not isolate anybody, he did not isolate anyone, and he respected all religions. You see, in fact, he observed a day, I don't know which day it was, where he said, well, please don't eat non-veg on the day to respect the Jain community. Oh. You see, he had a tutor for his son, Prince Murad, to learn the gospel. Okay. You see, so there were these special things that he did for all the religions, and that is what a real Indian should do. Mm-hmm. And that was the height of his thing. And then height of the empire itself. Empire, yes. You see, so you have a lot of these Akbar doctrine people in India, the Muslims that who believe in this. Well, I believe in that. I believe that we should live in harmony. I believe that everybody should coexist. I believe that we should be strong, not that we should be weak, but we should be strong. We should put our foot down when it is required. He was a king. When he needed to put his foot down, he would put his foot down and take action. You see, respect the state. So this has to come in an Indian Muslim. And then we also have some people who are like Shah Jahan. You see, they are happy doing their films, they are happy doing their paintings, and they are happy just doing it. And the time will come and they will be bombarded, and they will just be a victim of that. Like how Shah Jahan was put in prison, and he died not in the prison, he was jailed by his son, and he just died. House arrest. He just died in house arrest. So you have many people like that in India who have nothing to do with either of these two streams. You see, they are happy if वो है गंगा में गए तो गंगा दास, जमुना में गए तो जमुना दास. So they are happy with whatever is happening, and they are one kind of people who don't have a stand. तो इस तरह के लोग हैं जो आर्टिस्ट लोग हैं जो मतलब अपना करते हैं, भाई ठीक है हमें पैसा बना रहा है, हम इतने करोड़ कमा रहे हैं, हमारा ये है हमारा वो है, बस हम चुपचाप अपना जाते रहेंगे. They don't have a say. Then the most important part is the doctrine in the Muslims who think like Aurangzeb.
Okay, it's an extreme.
It's an extreme, and this is something that we have to be really careful of, and we have to educate these people and tell them and give them the examples, show them the history, and say, well, India was prosperous with this doctrine and not with this doctrine. True. You go and fight with people, you are ready to go for a war, you are ready to go and kill people. You see, go and kill small children in a school in Peshawar. We had this incident of, you know, I mean, you have to be really ruthless to do that. You see, you just want to kill people, you see. I mean, आपका काम नहीं हो रहा तो आप बस मार दो उसको. You know, I mean, you had one, if you see the Pakistan history, you had one Zulfikar Ali Bhutto who was hanged. ठीक है, आपने उसको बस फांसी दे दी. एक Ziaul Haq came and he gave him the फांसी. अच्छा, then Ziaul Haq was there. Then I think it was Murtuza Bhutto who was Benazir's, who was Zulfikar Ali Bhutto's son. Murtuza Bhutto wanted to, you know, take revenge against Ziaul Haq, so he went out of Pakistan and he was operating from somewhere near Afghanistan, and he was, you know, trying to hijack planes, and, you know, he was going against the state. You see, so there was no identity. Then you had a Ziaul Haq who all of a sudden died in a plane crash. Even to this day, it remains mysterious. कि भाई किसी ने मार दिया, ठीक है? And then you have a Benazir Bhutto who comes and, you know, does that, all her thing, and then she says Kashmir हमारा है. And in fact, she was the one who gave a statement saying that, you know, Pakistan can die of hunger, it can die of starvation, but it will build arms to fight against India. You see?
And that is a civil democratically
Civil democracy, yes. And she said this.
Elected
yes,
person.
you know, and she had this thing. You see? And then you had a Benazir Bhutto, and then after Benazir Bhutto, and she was just killed, you know. Somebody placed a bomb in Gadi mein and she just died. You see, people just do it. They have no diplomacy, they don't have a sense of tolerance, they don't have a sense of, you know, understanding and speaking. They just, भाई हमें गुस्सा आ रहा है तो हमने आपको मार दिया, ठीक है ना, हमें गुस्सा आ रहा है जो हमने इसको बम डाल के मार दिया, भाई हमें गुस्सा आ रहा है हम बच्चों को मार देंगे. You know, this is the kind of ideology, that's the Aurangzeb ideology. And then, you know, then you had a Nawaz Sharif. Okay, then you had a Nawaz Sharif who tried to do his bit, and in the Kargil war he came under heavy flak, and then, you know, you had Musharraf who came and uprooted him. You see, then you had a Musharraf, and then Musharraf aa gaye. So there is no balance between the army and the, you know, the constitution. You see, कभी आप इनको निकाल दो, कभी आप उनको निकाल दो. And आप जमहूरियत की बात कैसे करते हैं? How can you strengthen your democracy? You see, I mean, you see the history. You don't have to do anything, but you see the history and see their track record and see our track record. I'm not saying that we are very great, but then yes, we have done something for the country. We have died for the country. We had Mahatma Gandhi who died to begin with. Then we had Indira Gandhi who died. She wanted to keep the state of Punjab together. She died saving the country. Then we had Rajiv Gandhi, you know, who died to keep the Tamils together because, you know, he was afraid of a different Tamil state. And then, you see, we had people who have given up their lives. They were Indian leaders, end of the day. You see, from whichever party they were, whatever is not a question. The point is they were our leaders and we have to respect them. So we have the current leaders, we have to respect them because we are a democracy. If we believe in democracy, we have to respect the leadership that democracy has elected, and you are in a majority. You see? So ये जो औरंगजेब का जो मसला हम कह रहे हैं, ये औरंगजेब वाला जो एक ideology है, it is a very dangerous ideology. You see, Aurangzeb killed his own elder brother Dara Shikoh, who was, you know, because he only believed in the Upanishads, because he believed that the Hindu ideology is very, you know, very strong and, you know, something very beneficial to believe in Islam. So he felt threatened. So that was his type of Islam that he followed and got him killed. And he got him killed in such a way that, you know, he was paraded in the streets of Delhi, and then his head was, you know, he was beheaded and his head was brought on a tray and given to Shah Jahan, you know, with his daughter Jahanara, and that was it. So he believed in that, and then what happened? What happened? Aurangzeb went down. There was no leadership created. He did not create any leaders under him because there was no chance, no opportunity for him, because he never went in harmony. He never went together with the people. You see, the Khalsa was born at the time of Aurangzeb because Guru Tej Bahadur, you know, he defied him. He said, no, I'm not going to believe I'm not going to convert to your, you know, belief system. So he was beheaded. The Khalsa was born that time. You see, he was the one who created. So there is a major...
The peace-loving Sikhs became
the peace-loving Sikhs
at that time.
Yes,
they were forced to become.
The peace-loving Sikhs, the Sikhs have sacrificed the most for this country. If you see, they left their birthplace of Guru Nanak in Pakistan and they are here. You see, so they are here, and then they went through the Jallianwala Bagh massacre. That was the most important parts in the history of India for the independence. Yeah. You see, and then they came, and then they had this the problem in Delhi in the 1994 riots, and then they are there, and they are very peace-loving people. In fact, they are the only people that you know, you go to their gurudwaras, aap 24 घंटे में कभी भी जाइए, they have food to serve you. You see, so this is a great. I mean, I'm telling you, India has a great religion in